Chapter 5. By the River. You cannot see London without a visit to the River Thames. You can walk along the river, go across its many bridges, or go in a boat and see London from the river. The first Globe Theatre was built at the time of Queen Elizabeth I. People watched William Shakespeare's plays there. In 1997, a new Shakespeare's Globe Theatre opened next to the River Thames. In the summer, you can visit the theatre and see Shakespeare's plays. Under the theatre is Shakespeare's Globe exhibition. Here you can learn more about the work of England's most famous writer and the old and new Globe theatres. Not far away is Tate Modern, an art gallery with 88 rooms of 20th and 21st century art. The exhibitions change, so there is always something new. There are paintings by Matisse, Picasso, Jackson Pollock, Mark Rothko, Andy Warhol, and many more. The Millennium Bridge is London's newest bridge, the first for 100 years. It goes across the river from outside Tate Modern. When it opened in the year 2000, hundreds of people walked across it, and it began to move under their feet. It was not open again for 2 years. People like walking across the bridge because there are good views of London and the river, and because there are no cars on the bridge. Then there is the London Eye, a big wheel 135 metres high. It was built in 2000 and celebrates the millennium. It never stops moving, but it moves very slowly. Visitors travel in the capsules on the wheel for 30 minutes, and when the weather is good, you can see for 40 kilometres across London. There are wonderful views of Buckingham Palace, the Houses of Parliament, and other famous buildings and parks in the city. Everybody loves going up in the London Eye. Canary Wharf opened in 1991. It has 3 towers. The tower at 1 Canada Square is 240 metres high, and it is the tallest office building in Britain. You can go to Canary Wharf on the Docklands Light Railway, or take the Jubilee Line train to Canary Wharf Station. You can also get there by boat. Visit the shops and restaurants, listen to music, or watch theatre in the street, or visit the museum in Docklands. In its 12 galleries, you can learn about London's docks from the time of the Romans to now. There were bad floods in London in 1663 and 1928. Then, in 1953, more than 300 people died in a flood near the River Thames and in the east of England. So, the Thames Barrier was built next to the Royal Victoria Dock. It opened in 1984, cost more than £400 million, and is 520 metres long. When the sea is very high, the 10 big gates on the barrier come up and stop the water. There is a visitor centre on the south side of the river, and you can see a video about the barrier there. The nearest train station is Charlton, but for the best view of the barrier, take a boat from Greenwich.